So let's learn how to make a simple Copilot Studio agent with the available knowledge sources. So what you're seeing here is currently Copilot Studio portal where you can make different custom Copilot Studio agents. This portal comes into two experiences, the classic and currently they have brought newer experience as well, which we can try, but it is in preview. So let's continue with the classic experience. So I've set up this Zabil HR assistant bot, which answers your queries from available knowledge sources. Let me walk you through how to set up an agent and how to make it available to you to use across different parts in the M365 ecosystem. So let me open the agent. So, as you can see, there are different tabs here, which we can use to configure and make the bot behave according to our needs. This one will be a fairly straightforward agent, and we'll not be using much deeper advanced stuff here. But let me walk you through what to configure for this. So first is simply the name of the assistant. You can give the name. So the main crux is AI will work better if if we give better descriptions, better instructions, better context to it, because that's how LLM work. So as much descriptive we can be, we should give that particular kind of instructions. So this is the name and description of the chatbot, that this is an informational assistant which answers about like these topics, and it only uses the dedicated knowledge source, and it should like not use the any other stuff. Then we can select our agent here, agent LLM model here. So currently I'm using GPT-5 chat, but depending on how the results are, we can either switch between Anthropic models or GPT models. Like we can keep on experimenting and see which one gives better. Better models might have more credit usage, so we can fine tune based on the volume of usage and the quality of results that we want. Then comes the instructions. So this is the main part of the prompt, that what should the agent exactly do. So here, like we can be as descriptive as possible. We can put up to 8,000 characters of content here. So I have just instructed it to, that I have just given it the role that, okay, you are a policy assistant. You should be answering the queries of the employees, and some rules here, that what you should use for knowledge source, what is out of scope, how should your response be, you should be friendly and professional, and if something is out of your expertise, you should not give false answers, but tell the user straight away to contact the administrators or the HR department. And then you can also suggest the user some another questions that they might want to ask. So based on our use case, we can configure the instructions. We can get this generated via AI also, like using ChatGPT or Claude, and then we can put it here. Uh, so this is instructions. So with this much, the bot will start working, but we have not yet given it the knowledge source. So all your queries might result into that, okay, I don't have any knowledge source. So next comes the knowledge source section. So you can configure it here also, and from here also the knowledge tab. So I have configured currently HR documents SharePoint site, where all the documents related to the HR policies and all the manuals are residing. So I have made one SharePoint site called HR department. SharePoint sites are basically a location where different people can collaborate documents and lists and all the other stuff, news and all the other things. So when you make a brand new SharePoint site, you get this as a boilerplate, pre-made stuff. And what I did was just make a new document library and gave it the name of HR documents, and just uploaded all the HR documents here. So ideally for AI based interactions, PDFs works best, but we can upload docx as well. So this is one way of adding knowledge. Other way is we can directly add knowledge here itself by adding the files here, directly uploading the files here. But instead of hard coding all the files inside the bot, it is better to put it in a central location so that tomorrow if someone who does not have access to create a bot but wants to just manage the knowledge part, they can add or remove documents on this location. And as soon as you add here, it becomes indexed on the background, like Microsoft indexes it and makes it AI search ready. So once you add the knowledge source here, so let's say if I want to add some SharePoint site, I just click on add knowledge, go to SharePoint, browse, and then I can see some sites here. So clicking HR department, I selected this HR documents. So I've already added it here. And once you add it, it might take some time to process to make it AI ready, but once it is done, you'll see this kind of ready tick here. Then comes the tool section. So currently our bot is only question and answer based. We don't want it to do some separate tasks, like go and create some item in Excel or go and send a mail or send some message in Teams or create a Word document, something like that. We don't want any stuff like that. So I'm not using any tools. Then comes the trigger section. So this is currently a conversational bot which will respond only when someone asks a question. But there are also certain kind of bots which you can trigger on schedule or trigger on some event being happened. Like let's say if I add a document here, I want some bot on the background to run. So I can configure those kind of triggers here. No need for now. And this is agent section. So if I want this particular Zabil HR agent to call some another agent for some particular work, and if I have that kind of pre-built agent, I can configure it here. For now, there's no need. Then comes the topics part. So we can better navigate it from here. Topics. So these are some pre-configured topics. As soon as you make an agent, there are some pre-configured topics that come here. We can configure based on our needs if we want that. Like if I type hi, then the greeting topic I can configure if I want to have some particular message that okay, send me this exact message when someone types hi or hello. So you can configure all those, and you can add more custom topics as well. That if the question is of a particular nature, if you want a deterministic thing to happen, you can add a topic. Uh, and then at the end there's suggested prompts. So I've added some 10 suggested prompts so that when we deploy this agent eventually, people can click from an existing available prompt and then send that message, customize or send exactly that message, so that people come to know that okay, what all things we can ask with the help of this bot. So I've just configured it allows a max of 10 questions, so I've configured those. Yeah, so this is pretty much all the configurations. Now let me just test the bot. So like I'll just ask it what is the remote work policy. So it will do some processing on its end. See, it shows here that it is reviewing one source. This is a knowledge source that we added. So this view is because we are using it from the Copilot Studio agent portal. Eventually, I'll show you how to use it from Teams or Microsoft 365 portal, and there these all things won't appear. This is because we are in the builder experience. So see, regarding remote work policies, it searched across these all documents, HR, this remote and hybrid work policy, HR policy, all these things, and it collects the information and gives the summary to the user that this allows flexibility for employees who blah blah blah. And if you see, this knowledge source would be present somewhere here, remote and hybrid work policy. So and because in the instruction prompt we suggested it that in the follow-up section suggest 3 4 short HR related questions. So if you see, it is telling us that okay, you might also want to know about these, and we can keep on asking the questions again and again. So yeah, so this is about how to make a simple knowledge-based Copilot Studio agent. Now, how to deploy it into different channels. So currently, yeah, before that, let me just take you to this settings part. Also, one more part here. Just beside knowledge, there is web search option. So I've currently disabled it because I don't want the bot to go on the internet and randomly get content. But if your use case is such that you want it to scrape the internet, you can just turn it on. And more settings related to this are present in the settings tab. So if I go to settings, there's a lot more settings available. The main ones are whether we want, generative AI answers for the agent. Obviously we want, so it is yes. Mostly you won't have to change this unless you want very specific kind of response and all the moderation and all those things, allowing different kind of file uploads, and you can just walk through all these settings. Security, currently it is like this one is a secured bot, so you cannot access randomly. Anyone on the internet cannot access it. Only our Microsoft authenticated users can only access it. But we can change all these settings based on our needs. Because sometimes people also create bots from here and then deploy on their external websites, which is outside Microsoft ecosystem. So we can configure it that way. Then there is some voice related configurations here, some skills available here if we want our bot to have a skill. So for example, we are making a finance assistant and we want finance related skills to the bot. We can add skills and write all the prompts that how what are the finance related ifs and buts, how it should respond, how it should tackle different queries, all those things. These are mostly domain related skills. Then languages and transcripts, insights. There's a lot of stuff available here. Okay, so going back, uh, now how to deploy this bot to different parts of Microsoft ecosystem. Most common is when you have this your home screen. When you log in, you land into this home screen, and if you want to use the bot from here, and other is Teams, because a lot of people use Teams for the daily work. So how to integrate your bot with Teams. So coming back to here, into channels. So see, these are all the available channels which we can deploy the bot on. Currently, this one is an authenticated bot. So see, you might see some message here. We are using Microsoft authentication. So only Teams and M365 and SharePoint channels are available. So basically, this and this channels are available. If we want to change, we can change our authentication settings. So yeah, the main purpose usually people do is this one, M365 and Microsoft Teams. So let me click this one. So, yeah, so because I've like already published it once, it shows like this button disabled, but when you do it first time, like you can just see that okay, your agent built using Copilot Studio is available in M365 and Teams, and then you can publish it. And if I make any changes here, if I edit and make any changes, I can click save. And if I want to remove this channel, make it unavailable from this channel, so I can just click on remove channel. So let's see. So we have published it. So see agent in M365. So once I click this, uh, so see this home screen, kind of home screen opened when you land into M365, and this is a Bill HR classic agent, and these are those 10 prompts which I had configured for starting a conversation with the bot. So I can, like, let's say what is the probation period, I can send. Same way the bot will do some processing on the background, and then what I can do is just bookmark this URL. Sometimes it takes a bit of time for agent to appear on your left tab, even if you have used the agent once. You can just bookmark this URL and then land to this agent whenever needed. So yeah, see, this got the answer and it got the references as well. probation period is 6 months, and it asked from, like, gave the answer from this FAQ doc present in our SharePoint. And again, it suggested other questions that we might want to ask. Same way, we can see the agent in Teams. So it is asking me to open my desktop Teams, but I'll just cancel and continue with my web version. Yeah, so see, it opens this kind of pop-up, and when you click open, yeah, it is here. Now I can ask here as well, what is the remote work policy? So it will think and try to answer. And also our agent is available from this app section here. And once we find that here, right, we can just, right click like this and pin it, so that the agent will be pinned on this left tab. So see, it came back with the answer, remote work policy, again the same doc which we tried earlier, and it responds here as well. So yeah, this was about how to create a knowledge agent in Copilot Studio. Uh, we can, while we are building, we can keep on testing it here. And once all the changes are done, we can save and then publish again and click this force newest version, so that all your channels where your bot is deployed, that will get that update on the background, and it will behave with the latest settings that you might have changed here. Okay, thank you.